In today's fast-paced world, many of us find ourselves shackled by the memories of our past, haunted by what-ifs and if-onlys that cast long shadows over our present and influence our future. But what if we could approach our past with a mindset that doesn't amplify our regrets, but instead leads us toward understanding, acceptance, and ultimately, inner peace? Today we'll dive into Stoic concepts like Amor, Fati, and Eudaimonia, learning to embrace life as it unfolds and discovering how to flourish in the here and now. Are you ready to challenge your perceptions, reflect deeply, and embark on a journey of personal transformation? Let's begin. Part 1. Embracing the past through Amor, Fati, and Eudaimonia. Our journey is anchored in two profound Stoic concepts: Amor, Fati, the love of fate, and Eudaimonia, the pursuit of flourishing by living in accordance with our true nature. These principles teach us to accept life as it comes, finding intrinsic value in every event, particularly those from our past. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus exemplified this mindset, viewing every occurrence as something that was destined and thus worthy of acceptance. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds us, "Everything that happens, happens as it should." This reflects the Stoic belief that our past, no matter how filled with perceived mistakes or missed opportunities, is an essential part of our journey. Part 2. The power of stories and lessons from Stoic thinkers. To fully appreciate the Stoic approach to the past, let's draw inspiration from the lives and teachings of Stoic figures. Seneca advised, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." This powerful call to embrace the present moment teaches us that our past should not be seen as a burden, but as a series of lessons that shape our current wisdom. The Stoics also emphasize the impermanence of life's events. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the transient nature of human existence, urging us not to become too attached to the present circumstances, for they too shall pass. Seneca echoed this sentiment, suggesting that time uncovers truth, encouraging us to view life's events as temporary phases that ultimately lead to greater understanding and wisdom. We find similar wisdom in the words of Persian poets like Rumi and Hafez, whose teachings resonate deeply with Stoic thought. Rumi's reflection, "This moment is all there is," aligns perfectly with the Stoic belief in cherishing the present while acknowledging the impermanence of life. Hafez's poetic advice, "Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive," complements the Stoic focus on finding inner strength and resilience, regardless of our past experiences. Part 3. The Stoic perspective on control and resilience. A core Stoic teaching that is particularly relevant to overcoming past regrets is the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. Epictetus famously taught, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This principle is crucial for cultivating peace and resilience, as it directs our focus toward our internal responses rather than the external events themselves. Both Marcus Aurelius and Seneca stressed the importance of controlling our minds rather than external events. Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This echoes the Stoic emphasis on internal mastery and dovetails with Rumi's perspective that true wisdom comes from self-transformation rather than altering the world around us. Part 4. Confronting regrets through Stoic practice. When it comes to dealing with past regrets, the Stoic approach is both practical and profound. Marcus Aurelius advised us not to dwell on the past, but to bring our focus firmly back to the present moment, understanding that regret is often self-inflicted. Seneca, in his wisdom, highlighted that those who subject themselves to remorse are severely punished, implying that the true suffering of regret lies in our minds, not in the events themselves. Stoicism suggests a practical approach to accepting what cannot be changed. Epictetus wisely stated, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it occurs." This approach encourages us to release our grip on regrets and instead focus on what we can control. our present actions and attitudes. Similarly, Rumi's poetic guidance reminds us not to quickly surrender to loneliness or regret, but to embrace even the painful emotions as a path to deeper understanding and personal growth. Part 5. Reframing mistakes and embracing Eudaimonia. Mistakes, failures, and missed opportunities are often seen as negatives, but Stoicism offers a refreshing perspective. Marcus Aurelius asserted that our life is what our thoughts make it, emphasizing that it's not the mistakes themselves that define us, but how we think about and react to them. In the face of failures, Seneca offered a Stoic viewpoint that every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end, urging us to see failures not as finalities, but as transitions to new opportunities. The Stoic concept of Eudaimonia, or flourishing, is central to this philosophy. Marcus Aurelius linked happiness to the quality of our thoughts, suggesting that true contentment arises from within, independent of external circumstances. Seneca viewed our past, with its mix of successes and failures, as a rich source of wisdom that guides us toward eudaimonia. Here, the poetic insights of Hafez and Rumi resonate once more, encouraging us to stay close to what brings joy and to appreciate the transient nature of life's experiences. Even contemporary thinkers like Stephen Covey echo Stoic teachings, emphasizing the importance of focusing on what we can control rather than dwelling on past mistakes. Part 6. Practical techniques for letting go of regrets. Moving into practical territory, the Stoics provide us with several techniques for letting go of past regrets. Reflecting on these regrets without emotional attachment is key, as guided by Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. A Stoic practice such as viewing from above, envisioning our lives from a broader, more objective perspective, can help diminish the weight of past regrets, urging us to focus on the present. Stoicism also teaches that our thoughts about past regrets often cause more suffering than the events themselves. By reframing our stories and sharing them with others, we gain a powerful tool for collective learning, realizing the universality of our struggles and the valuable lessons they offer. Conclusion: our Stoic journey through the wisdom of Amor, Fati, Eudaimonia, and the practical approaches for reframing past experiences offers us profound insights. By aligning with Stoic principles and drawing on the poetic wisdom of Rumi and Hafez, we learn to view our past not as a burden but as a treasure trove of lessons and opportunities for growth. Through the transformative power of Stoicism, we can reshape our narratives, find gratitude in our experiences, and continue our journey toward a life of flourishing and fulfillment. So, let us take this knowledge as a gift, an opportunity to reflect deeply, reshape our perceptions, and embark on a journey toward peace, wisdom, and authentic living. Embrace your past, cherish the present, and stride confidently into the future, knowing that each step is part of your unique path to eudaimonia.